Hi viewers, today we will be discussing about accounting with GST in the Tally accounting software. In this, for easy learning purpose, I have given 10 steps for learning Tally. See, starts with configuration of Tally and ends with viewing the reports. Let's go by step. First, we have to configure Tally and GST in our Tally. So before you configure, you should create a company. Here we go. This is what our Tally software. You can see when I am moving up and down, there is one letter in that menu shown in the red color. That particular letter is the shortcut for that menu. I say C for create company. See, I have got this creation of company window. I say GST practice company. GST practice company is the name of the company. You can take the address as Hyderabad. This is situated in Telangana state. Pin code 500001. You can see financial year begins from normally April of the every year, and this field will give you from when the business has actually been started. Both may be and may not be same for any organization. Your business may not be started or may be started on the 1st April. So the security features we skip for the time being. So remaining features also not important from practical point of view. So the company got created and name of the company is GST practice company. See, I am moving up and down. One particular letter in the menu is shown in red color. That particular letter is the shortcut for opening Tally. Say A accounts for accounts info, L for ledger creation, C I say R is a multi-ledger creation, like that. Let's come to the first step. We have created the company. We have to configure GST into the company. How do we create? We go to F11. F11 features is settings which are applicable for the entire company. At any point, if you press F11, you will get this window. So go to statutory and taxation. In this statutory and taxation, enable GST, the first one, and setter alter details, yes, that also you put yes. Then important field here is 36, means the GST number 36 A B C P A 1 2 3 4 A 1 Z C. I have given you the format of GST number, state code accompanied by PAN number 10 digits, and last 3 digits are unique number to be allotted by GST department. Say periodicity, it can be monthly or quarterly for GST R1. That we will learn in detail when we are viewing the reports. Then remaining fields are not that much important at this for the time being. Then if you press Ctrl A, it will be saved, or else or you can go by enter pressing the enter button. So in the steps, first step is done. Sure, we'll do one more thing. We have to enable debit note, credit note also into Tally. Go to accounting features, come here, you can say you use debit and credit notes, yes, the both debit note and credit note also in the form of invoice. You just says Ctrl A. After selecting this, debit note, credit notes will be useful for accounting for sales or purchase returns. So the first step of GST is done. Then assume that this particular organization which we are going to deal with is a trading concern. So means there will be inventory in the organization. So we configure for inventory also. What are the steps? So gateway of Tally, inventory info, units of measure. First we have to create units of measure. See, this is the gateway of Tally. if I say I inventory info, in this first of all I have to create units of measure. What is a unit of measure? Unit of measure is like kgs, liters, meters. Depends upon the type of commodity, the unit of measure will be changing from organization to organization. Here I am giving symbol as NOS and formal name is number, and this is UQC given by the GST department for matching these units of measures of tally with the GST. Number of decimal places is just optional, you can give, you can skip also. So what I did, simply I have created the units of measure. Then stock groups. Stock groups, see what is a stock group? It is like what type of material you are purchasing, whether it is a raw material, whether it is a finished goods, which is raw material or finished good, or semi knocked down condition item, or any stores item, or any machine parts, any consumable. Like this you can group the stock item. Means when the items are so many, you can create this group, we can take the help of these groups. What is the part? Gateway of tally, inventory info, stock groups. So we are done with this stock units of measure in the same gateway. So again we come forward, inventory info, in this you take stock groups. Say for the time being we will take only FG, stands for finished goods. That group will create under primary. These fields are not much important. It means that you have created a group for creating items under this group. So stock groups is done. Now create stock item. This step is very important step in entire configurations, because this step is going to coordinate with the accounting features and inventory features and also with the generation of GST reports. Come here, say inventory info, go to stock item and say create. Say I create one item, say rice. Here you can see this particular rice falls under which group? This falls under finished goods. How we measure rice? Say I given numbers, but do we measure in numbers? No, we measure rice in kgs. So what I will do, I'll create one more stock item. I can create a stock item even here also by pressing Alt plus C. Say kg, the formal name is kilogram, kg, the SQC given by the GST department. GST is applicable, yes, GST is applicable. Do you want to set alter details? Say yes. So it is value, it is on value we are going to calculate the GST. And taxability, you can say this is an exempted commodity. Rice is not falling in the GST purview, but we can say for the timing it is taxable for our training purpose. Taxable, say the normal rate is 18%. Then you see the same steps we have followed here. Gateway of tally, inventory info, stock items, create, single or multiple, so we went for single. Then GST applicable, yes, we have set the details also. And rate of duty, it's just optional, and these fields we should not give for a running business. It is applicable for the new company, it is not applicable. So we created one stock item. Then we have to create purchase ledgers and sales ledgers. How do we go? We create this purchase ledgers through gateway of tally, accounts info, ledgers, create. or during data entry of our working accounting also we can create ledgers by pressing Alt plus C. Here we go by the from the home menu, accounts info, say ledgers, say create. I want to create purchases ledger. This is grouped under purchase accounts. See, whenever you say this under is list of pre-built groups in the Tally. This purchase ledger is going to be grouped under purchases. Say if the cursor is here, we are getting the list of groups. Means this we did not create any of these groups. These groups are already existing in the Tally, right? Inventory values are affected. Yes, when you purchase any commodity, inventory values will be affected. Is GST applicable? Yes, applicable. We need not set or alter any details here, because whatever the details we have to give, we have already given at the stock item. So this is not service, this is a goods. Remaining fields are not that much important. So what did we do? We created purchase ledger. Similarly, we create sales ledger also. So sales, group under sales accounts, inventory values affected, yes. Remaining fields are not that much important, goods, done. Then so the fifth step is also done. Then we have to create ledgers for our vendors and suppliers. Vendor stands for vendor or supplier account, and also customer account. So we create one vendor account, say vendor 1. We give him vendor 1. He should be grouped under sundry creditors. Vendor is a creditor. Maintain bill by bill balances. Remaining fields are option. So for the time being we can leave that. But here this particular field is important. We have to set the GST details of our vendor. I say yes. I got this window opened. I say he is also residing in the same state. 36 A B C P A 1111 A 1 Z A. This is the structure of our GST number. I have given, see the vendor's address, I have not given anything, but I have selected the state as Telangana. By default it has taken. So creation of vendor is done. I have to create one customer's account. I am giving customer we can take even with any other name. The customer is a sundry debtor for us, so I have grouped him under sundry debtor. So this person also, say this person belongs to Andhra Pradesh state. Customer is belonging to Andhra Pradesh state. So here we give his GST number as 37 A B C P A 1121 A 1 Z C. So this is what the structure of the GST number I have given. This step is also done. Creation of supplier and customer is done. Tax ledgers. Under this method, tax ledger is to be created, but we need not give any tax rate here. Let us see. CGST, let's take capital letters. CGST, group them under duties and taxes. This particular tax ledger is GST. CGST stands for central tax. Percentage of calculation not at all required, because whatever the rate applicable is given at the stock item. Normal rounding or rounding is up to you, we can give. Then SGST, state government, so state goods and services tax, duties and taxes. GST, this is a state tax, no percentage, rounding, normal rounding. Then IGST is integrated GST, duty center access, this is a GST, and here I select IGST. Rounding method we can give normal rounding. Done with tax ledgers. Now this creation of voucher types. Voucher types depends upon the size of the organization. If the organization size is bigger, then probably we may create these voucher types. For the timing I am skipping this. Then data entry. When we have to make the data entry, you should have data readily available for you, and you should have basic knowledge of our accounting. Let us see. I have given a problem of Mr. X, who is a sole trader who is dealing in certain items like rice, dal pulses, fans and talcum powder. See, the rates, various rates are there. We have created only rice as the stock item, so we have to create other stock items also when we are making the data entry. Now let's discuss the transactions, discuss the accounting, and then go to tally. The 1st April 2018, Mr. X started business with rupees 1,50,000. Here what is happening? Mr. X is the proprietor getting money into the business. So in this masters, you have used this accounting info for creation of ledgers, inventory info for creation of stock items, stock groups, and units of measure. In these transactions, you can enter these accounting vouchers and inventory vouchers. Accounting vouchers means the day-to-day business transactions like purchase of goods, sale of goods, collecting the amount from the customers, making payment to the vendors and for day-to-day business operations, depositing cash, withdrawing cash, transferring money from one account to another account, transferring cash from main cash to head cash to main cash, branch to head office to branch, reversal of purchases and sales in the form of debit notes, credit notes. These will be the regular transactions. So you find one particular letter besides that particular transaction type. Say sales. I can directly go to sales by pressing F8. Say if I press F4, I can go to contra entry. F5, I can go to payment. F6, see, everything is visible in the guide here. So if we take this transaction, Mr. X started business with rupees 1,50,000, means he is getting money into the business. So this is a receipt for the business. Receipt. But did we create Mr. X's account? No, we did not create his ledger account, and we did not create his capital account also. So basically he is getting cash. In Tally, there will be two accounts which are pre-built, we need not create, that is cash account and P&L account. So here if you say cash is already there, it has directly come. Now I don't have Mr. X's capital account, so I have to create this capital account. There are two ways to create ledger. What are those two ways? I can create ledger by going to accounts info, ledgers, create, or during data entry I can simply press on Alt plus C. I take the second method. Since I am already into this receipt window, I take Alt plus C. See, I got ledger creation secondary. So X's capital account. So excess capital, that will do, and this will be grouped under capital account. Remaining fields are not much important because it's a proprietor's account. How much he has invested into the business? 1,50,000. So 1,50,000. Don't bother about the dates. I have taken 18. I am taking 19 here. It's not a problem. Anyhow, it will not take more than first day of the transaction and first day of the month and last day of the month. He deposited rupees 1 lakh with the Axis Bank. See, we did not create Axis Bank account. So, and basically this transaction is a contra. He deposited with rupees 1 lakh with deposited 1 lakh with Axis Bank, means it's a contra entry. So contra, we have a separate button contra. So I have not created Axis, so I will create ledger Alt plus C, Axis Bank, group it under bank accounts, the pre-existing ledger. I can give my account number, I can give the IFSC code. So remaining fields are Madhapur branch, Axis Bank, Madhapur branch, and okay. Remaining fields are not so important. Right. Here, how much he has deposited? Rupees 1 lakh. 1 lakh. So this is the contra entry. If you have to change the date, you can use F2 the date. 30th April. It is not taking being educational version, so we will take only 1st of April only. He has deposited. You can enter the denomination and all, if at all it is readily available, otherwise you can skip. It's not a problem. Remaining details also not practically important. Done. Next, here what happened? This particular Mr. X has purchased these many goods from AJ Traders. We don't have AJ Traders ledger and we do not have stock items. We have only rice as a stock item, dals, pulses, fans, and we do not have. Rice we have already taken as taxable. We can change that. Dal and pulses is also already, it's not taken, we have to create it. Fans is not taken, we can create it. Talcum powder also not there, we can create it. So first what we have to do, go to inventory info, stock items, say create. Dal is there, dal is not there, so dal and pulses, the stock item, it is also finished goods only. We measure this also in kilograms. GST is applicable, yes. What is the rate? What is the rate given? Nil rated. So on value nil rated, that is also goods. Done. Create next item, fans. Fans, it is a finished goods. This is measured in numbers. GST is applicable, yes. We have to set the details. What is the rate given here? 18%. Tax, the tax is calculated on value. This is taxable, select as taxable. Rate given as 18%. This is 18%. This is also goods, not a service. Then talcum powder. Talcum powder is also finished goods only, it's not a raw material. This is also measured in numbers. GST is applicable on this. See the rate, the highest rate is applicable. The higher rate is applicable, not highest rate. This is calculated on value. This is a taxable commodity. Rate is 28%. That is also type of supply is goods, not the service. Done. So we have done with all the 4 stock items, but we did not create AJ Traders ledger. Let's go to AJ Traders ledger. Directly in the window also we can create, in the data entry window also you can create. See, the purchase transaction we can enter in F9. So supplier's invoice number he has not mentioned. Say I can say in INV001 on 1st April. We have one thing, Mr. Vendor. We can take either vendor or we create AJ Traders. We group him under sundry creditors. Remaining fields are not much important. AJ Traders address is also given. Hyderabad means he belongs to Telangana state. We take his GST number 36 AAA PA 1111A 1ZC. The structure, only the structure of the GST number is given, that is enough. Remaining fields are not important. See, we have created purchase ledgers already, that's why it is displayed here. We have created all the stock items. Let us see. Rice, what is the quantity? 1000 kgs. What is the rate? 40 rupees. The values is automatically calculated. Then we have dal and pulses. How many kgs? 100 kgs. Rate is 70 per kg. Then we have fans, 100 kgs, 100 numbers. Rate of fan is 400. It is automatically calculated. Then talcum powder, we have 100 tins of or 100 numbers of talcum powder. Rate is 50 rupees. See here, except dals and pulses, remaining 3 commodities are taxable items. And you observe one thing, whenever I enter, after coming this, if I press enter, I am getting this line here. See, if I after this, if I press enter, for a new item I am getting this entry button. Now I need not enter. Again I enter. I am getting the same after the line item. Means up to this we can enter the stock items. Once this line is crossed, we can enter only the tax ledger. So I say CGST. Already the tax ledger is also created. So CGST, see the calculation 7900. See the SGST is also 7900. Excepting on dals and pulses, on remaining amount we have to, the remaining amount the calculation should match. So 18% on 40,000, 18% on one more 40,000 and 28% on 5,000. The total tax amount, if you can calculate here, 7,900 plus 7,900 is total 15,800. How we got this? 40 plus 40, 80,000 into 18% into 18%, 14,400, 5,000 into 28%, 1,400. So 1,400 plus 14,400 total works out to 15,800. Therefore our GST configuration for calculation is 100% correct. So this is what we are supposed to do here. See these details, why we are getting all these details? The value of supply is more than 50,000. That's why it is asking you for the details of e-way bill. Therefore we got the GST calculations correctly. So our configuration part is correct. So is the case with the next transaction. See, the next transaction is not a GST transaction, it's just a payment. What is saying? Check issue to AJ Traders. Go to F5 payment, select Axis Bank because it's a check. How much? For rupees 25,000. Select AJ Traders. 25,000 is the amount paid to Mr. AJ Traders. Done with this. Then purchased goods from VK Superstore Vijayawada. Vijayawada is a city located in Andhra Pradesh state. So this is a non-local purchase. Therefore, we have to create this ledger by selecting Andhra Pradesh state, and we have to use IGST ledger for data entry. So go to purchases, supplier number VK01. So this list in the list, name of VK Superstore is not available. So we select Alt C, creation of ledger online, VK Superstore. For our understanding, we can say Vijayawada. He is a sundry creditor. Remaining fields not that much important. His GST number is very important. So give his GST number. 37 is the state code for the Andhra Pradesh. 37 ABCPA 1111A 2ZV. Randomly I am giving numbers. That is not the correct number. Now purchases. We are purchasing. What we are purchasing? Rice. Rice quantity is 2000. Rate is 35 rupees. See, dal and pulses 200 kgs. Rate is 80 rupees. Then fans, 150 fans at 350 rupees each. Then we have wire, new stock item. Since it is not there, we have to create by using Alt plus C. Wire, it is also finished good, not any raw material. We have to create one more new unit of measure also, because wire is measured in meters. Meters, formal name meter. The UQC unit quantity code given by GST is MTR. We have to select that also. Yes, GST is applicable. Yes, we have to set the details of GST. This is a taxable commodity. What is the rate applicable? Wire is also taxable. Let's say 28%. 28%. This is goods, not supply. So what is the number? 22,000 meters of wire at 3 rupees per meter. See, the particular quantity code also given here. This rate 35 rupees per kg, 80 rupees per kg, 350 rupees per number, means for each fan, and this 3 rupees each for each meter. After that, this VK Superstore is situated in Andhra Pradesh. So we have to check with the GST calculation. Something wrong. Let us see what happened, why it has gone wrong. VK Superstore, we have taken the state code as Telangana. We have to change the state code to Andhra Pradesh. 524001, something like that. Now let us see, it may give you the correct calculation. Something wrong. Let's try to enter once again. Accounting vouchers, purchase VK001 AK VK Superstore Vijayawada Andhra Pradesh 37. Everything is given. Purchases, say first rice, how many kgs? 2000 kgs. Rate is 35 rupees. Then dal and pulses 200 kgs, 80 rupees. Then we have fans, 150 fans, 350 rupees. Then we have wire, 22,000 1000 meters, 3 rupees per meter. Here it may come IGST. Now the calculation has come correctly. Sometimes it may happen. So since the value is exceeding 50,000, it is asking you for the details of e-way bill. Normally when we do e-way bill, we can give this details here. Done with this purchase also. Now one sale transaction. Sold the following goods to RJ and Co of Hyderabad. It's a local sale again, right? So in order to enter sales, we have to go to F8. Say 01 is the invoice number. Name of the customer is RJ and Co. Alt C for creation of ledger. RJ and Co. Name. He is a sundry debtor for us because he is purchasing goods from us. He will be a debtor. 500001. He is also belongs to Hyderabad, means it is also to Telangana state only. Will give his GST number. It starts with 36 ABCPA 2222A1ZC. Done with the details. These details are called supplementary details. Normally motor vehicle number, LR number, dispatch through, how we are dispatching, what is the destination, and address of the buyer. All these fields are practically important. From learning point of view, not important, but when you are practically dealing with the organization, when you are working in an organization as an accountant, then these fields will be very, very important. So what is the sale quantity? Rice, how many kgs? 500 kgs, 45 rupees. And dal and pulses, see, 550 kgs, 90 rupees is the price. Fans, we have 50 fans, 700 rupees. Then we have talcum powder. Already we bought this talcum powder, 20 talcum powders at 75 rupees per tin, or 75 rupees per number. Now tax ledger. RJ and Co. He belongs to Telangana, the same state. Therefore we select CGST and SGST. So this is how we use this tally. Here also the value exceeding 50,000 rupees, it is asking you for the e-way bill details. Otherwise it will not ask you. Therefore so it is asking you for, it is prompting you for something, it's not a problem. So this is how we enter data into tally. Now let us see few reports. The next thing, we can enter so many transactions like this. Configuration of GST done, creation of unit of measure done, creation of stock groups done, creation of stock items done, purchase ledger, sale ledger done, vendor supplier ledger done, tax ledgers also done, creation of voucher types, this we have skipped because not so important. Data entry, contra we done, payment we did, receipt we did, general we did not, but purchase and sale we already done. Now the last step is viewing the reports. Simply you can come here, reports. If you want to see balance sheet, see the balance sheet. If you want to see here detailed condensed, you can select this option of F1, Alt F1. Now I want to see P&L account. I can see P&L account here. Detailed view, condensed view, detailed view, condensed view. If I have to see the stock summary, I will go here. This is what the value of stock summary. Dal and pulses 300 kg I purchased, 50 kgs I sold, and 250 kgs is remaining in stock. Fans 250 numbers I purchased, 50 numbers sold, 200 numbers are in stock. Rice 3000 kg purchased, 500 kg sold, 2500 kg are in stock. Talcum powder 100 tins, I have 100 numbers I purchased, 20 numbers I sold and 80 numbers are in stock. Wire, so far no sales made, only inward quantity is showing, no outward quantity, and closing balance is same as the inward quantity. Like this, there are so many things to follow. Few other things we will discuss in the forthcoming classes. Thank you one and all.